Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm gonna be reacting to Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, episode 44. So, yeah. So, last episode, I already said how I felt about it. I didn't like the sequence with the Visors versus Gerard. Like, why even have them all there together just to not actually do anything, or at the very least give them a visually impressive sequence. And I still feel kind of mixed about the whole Yuha telling Ichigo about Ichigo's plan in regards to making him the Soul King, and Ichigo just being like, so what? Now that I did say there is a positive way I can try and look at it, but honestly I kind of liked more what someone commented on the last reaction, which is basically like, it's not necessarily that Ichigo is agreeing about, that he would let Ichigo do that to himself, but rather that, right now that's not something that Ichigo can have as a priority to think about. It'll just get in the way of the fight with Yuha. So he's basically saying like, I'm not gonna let that affect me in such a way right now, so that Yuha can get the upper hand. I'll just put it in the back burner, and when it comes to it, then I'll deal with it. But right now, I think it's meant to show Ichigo's growth in regards to villains trying to emotionally manipulate him. And that's fine, but I still wish we got in just a little bit of internal thoughts of Ichigo in that moment, just to be fully sure that that's what's happening. Because yeah, if it was what I was thinking, then that would be bad. That would be a character regression for Ichigo that is not there in the manga. So it's like that's why I'm not sure what the intent for it was, but like I said, I'm trying to see it in the most charitable way possible. But yeah, Ichigo is not saying like, oh, Ichigo trying to do that doesn't matter at all, but more so right now. I just, I'm just not in the mindset where I can just stop and think about it. So I won't. I'll leave it to future me to deal with it. And so, yeah, that's basically Ichigo just keeping, his composure, which is very impressive, because like I said last time, he's very afraid of people taking his choices away from him, his autonomy, and all that. So I guess it goes to show that he's changed to the point of like not being able to not freak out about it in the moment. He'll just deal with it when he has to deal with it. But that doesn't mean that he'll let it happen. That's what I'm going with for right now. Also, I checked. just in regards to, I'm just moving on to another scene, because there was that, you know, original scene of Inoue protecting Ichigo by healing him and then using her Santenkashun. And Yuha, why did they make Yuha just randomly sexist? Going like, oh, that's, you know, so impressive from a woman. Like, whoa, buddy. Yuha was, as far as I could check, like, he was never like that. He had a woman in his army, hello? That was just unnecessary. But yeah, just the moment for Inoue herself, it was really good. Then we had the post-credit scene with Kenpachi showing up, and that was cool. But I think that's it for everything that I wanted to talk about before the episode. So let's see where this takes us. And wait, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Why are these two here? Yeah, crazy that it's still going on. Whoa, cool shot. Whoa. That was really, like, it looked really cool. I really like this song, but I don't think it fits for a final opening. But maybe that's just me. A little. Oh, that running animation was so good. Mainly because of the camera work, but I still really liked it. Yo, the music. That's very true. Uh, uh, oof. Okay. Now he actually remembers all their names. I don't know about fastest. Oh my, I love the way they're doing this. Oh my god. Like their first meeting. Oh, that's so good. No. Hype. Also, I really love that for Kenpachi's character. The biggest step to know himself fully. Oh, okay. Cool. Yo, how strong must his jaw be to bite off Gerard's arm? Right, ball standing, wings. Shinji? Hey, okay, at the very least, we get this scene between them. Alright, we didn't get her carrying him, but I'll take this. Right, he's full on a berserker. There's no coherent thought there. Just pure instinct. Oh. Well, that's cool. I prefer this Gerard design over the first one. It's so clean. Yeah, this fight's so fun. Ooh, okay. Bloodbane. Yeah. Whoa. Yo, the music. Oh, Ken-chan. Eesh. Oh? Fair enough. This is true. What? He got a different voice actor. That sounded like Kaji Yuki. What? This whole time I thought it was gonna be Rami Baku still. A little, huh? Oh, I have something to say about that line. So weird to hear him with a different voice. Oh, or yo, that's kind of OP. There's so much potential for Hitsugaya, and this really shows. still cannot believe we're getting this animated. Oh, cinema. Oh, yo, he got back up. Oh, the wings, they look different. Oh, Senkei's secret technique. Ogi, Ikasenjinka. Oh, the three combined attack of the three captains. Yeah. Oh, that's sick. Ew, this feels so real. Hmm. Okay. Right. Who are you? Are you Hitsugaya's big brother? Oh, you know, this is gotta be why I was so sure that it was still gonna be Romipaku. Because Rukia says, like, can't you see by his voice? But it's funny how Hitsugaya played along. Hmm. Oh, the music again. Is this a new version of Treachery? No. This is true, yeah. He knows them well by now. Oh man. That's the episode. Well, unless there's a post credits. There probably will be. I can just check. Oh yeah. This I can understand why they're separating it with the ending. Because the whole episode before it is just the Gerard fight. Oh, now it's Rukia? Okay. Interesting, considering she didn't have like a big moment this episode. I don't mind it, now I'm wondering what we're gonna get for post credits. Yeah, I would have expected it to be like Hitsugaya or Kenpachi. Huh. Oh, okay. I like that we're getting this. Alright. A random nice moment between those two. Who? Oh, okay. Okikiba, the MVP? Let's go! Horn of Salvation! Yo, this music! The music has been on point the whole episode. It had to be. Gotta be the center of attraction. You see and you see in every magazine. One must mention. Sensational. It must be your destiny. Maybe now you'll feel like #1, shining bright for everyone, living out your fantasy. It's all for all to see. Now you feel like #1, shining bright for everyone. Oh, the animation effects. Oh. Wow. Oh, Ichihime poem. Defend you. That's the next episode, huh? Oh man, that got to me. Like, I already knew that it was gonna make me emotional. And I just know that there's gonna be some people who are like, I mean, even I was not expecting #1 in that scene. But man, honestly, I think it works. At the very least, I think it, you know, I prefer the use of number one here than in The Blade is Me. This really is just unequivocally a triumphant moment. Oh man, yeah. The moment he smiles, in Horn of Salvation, that's when my eyes start welling up. And then you see Inue's reaction as she remembers all the times that he was scary and couldn't control his hollow powers. And for a moment, for a small moment, you can tell that she's so worried that it's gonna happen once again. That he'll lose himself and just, be just a beast that attacks anyone in his path. And then she realizes, oh no, that's not it. He's okay. He can still be himself and use his powers. He's grown to such a point. He accepts all of himself up to this point that he can utilize this because the blade is him. And that makes me so so happy. There might have been some really awesome stuff the rest of the episode, but to me this is easily my favorite part. Don't worry, Inoue, it's still me. Oh, and the way that her eye moves as if she's about to cry. Oh man. Ah. Yo, give me a second. Okay. I'm good. But man, the way that Inoue has been such a close witness to Ichigo's development in regards to his dynamic with his hollow makes the scene even hit more than if it was anyone else. Especially with how, she's felt about Ichigo's powers consuming him before. And how it's not so much fear for herself, but rather a fear for, for Ichigo. That he'll become someone that he won't be able to forgive. But also blaming herself for forcing him to, become a monstrous version of himself. Like it did in the Ulquiorra fight. But yeah, just it's so beautiful. I do wish that, when Ichigo says, if only I could control him more freely. That the follow-up line was something like, but I don't have to. I can just communicate with him. Since controlling him before was you know, the wrong approach. But maybe, you know, we are meant to take it as like, control that part of me. Also, this moment when he steps in front of Inoue, and she's like, when did Kurosaki-kun get in front of the Shinshin Rika? So, like, what exactly does that mean? I guess because it just goes to show that Inoue does not reject him in this form, therefore he can just walk through it. Because, you know, during Arankar, I think it was during the Noitora versus Kenpachi fight, Ichigo tried to get out of one of her Soten Kishuns, and he just wasn't able to do it. It literally, like, rejected him to the point that his hand started to, like, you know, smoke started coming out of it. So I think it has to do with Inoue's feelings towards him. Yeah, the animation of Ichigo powering up the Grand Ray Zero was so good. I do wish that it was Ichigo who said Grand Ray Zero, but, you know, that's fine. I like the colors in it. Though I'm not sure why it's pink when the hollow parts are always like, you know, black and white. But I guess, you know, it's the combination of all of Ichigo's, you know, powers in one attack, even though it's a Grand Ray Zero. I don't know exactly what thought went into choosing the colors here. But yeah, the poem, out of options, I just want power. That makes me think of that one extra chapter with Ichigo saying, like, I want the power to change fate. From when he had no powers. And so he just yearned to have the power to protect everyone. Even when he could only just see ghosts. And even as he keeps getting more and more powerful, he always has that desire. That's his goal in life. And then Inoue's part is to defend. I just need that kind of power. Which feels very, very her. That's her strongest part of her ability set. Santenkeshin is like the strongest defensive ability in the whole series, because it comes from Inoue's desire to defend those she loves, as well as, you know, not having to be defended, but stand on her own. I also like the original scenes with the R&D people just trying to figure out what to do in regards to, like, the three worlds getting combined together. I think it really makes it feel like, you know, a more visible threat, that it's all happening and we can see that, rather than just Yuha and other characters saying, like, you know, this is gonna happen. But actually seeing it feels more tangible. Not much to say in regards to, like, the rest of the episode. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I had a lot of enjoyment. But, like, the presentation was, you know, it wasn't anything extraordinary, and just the content of it is not, like, super emotional to me. But like I said, I really did like the way that it's done with Yachiru and Kenpachi interacting. Every time you see it, it's in that I think it's the Kusajishi district from Rokongai, where they first met. And that almost makes me think like, oh, that's how Kenpachi's inner world looks like. Because, you know, even when she shows back up again, and she's like, it seems like using Bankai was too much for you. Your body's unable to handle it. Like, we're only able to see Yachiru in that first meeting filter. So that makes it clearer to me that only Kenpachi is able to see her. You know, it's almost like getting a glimpse of his inner world in real time. Kind of like when Sangetsu showed up to help Ichigo in his Kenpachi fight during Soul Society, and only he was able to see him. Old man Sangetsu. So, you know, just more there for the Ichigo and Kenpachi parallels. Yeah, I really like this for, you know, the way that we had Kenpachi in Soul Society being like, please tell me your name. To now this, to actually getting a Bankai and having, you know, a very strong relationship with his Sanpakuto that he did not know was his Sanpakuto. He was so like, well, if it's not gonna talk to me, then I don't need it, I'll just fight by myself. And so his Sanpakuto had been, you know, crying from being neglected so long, to the point that it created Yachiru to live by his side outside of his inner world. So that he'd finally create a bond with it. And it worked. And it was finally him realizing how important that is. That he's finally able to not just get Shikai, but also Bankai. Granted, it's an incomplete one. But that's incredible. The rate at which Kenpachi managed to do both of those things. But that's because, like I said, he's honestly like probably the second Shinigami with the most complex and fleshed out relationship with his Sanpakuto. That's why he was able to do it so quick, one after another. But yeah, we also got Hitsugaya going into his mature Bankai. And he did say like, oh, I never said that the flowers disappearing meant that my Bankai would dissipate. And he's not wrong. But I do believe that during, what was it, early Rancor, when we first get that, let's say, deduction from freaking Shawl on Kufang, I feel like he was very accurate on that regard. And it wasn't until Hitsugaya trained with his Bankai during the 17th month time skip that he was able to actually do this. But here, I don't really like my appearance now. a lot of people get confused and just think that Hitsugaya is just aura forming for no reason. But I've tried to think about it, and I think it makes sense for Hitsugaya to say that. Because at the end of the day, it's a temporary appearance, you know? So it's really just a little taste of what's in store for him in the future. But he still has to wait for this to be, you know, how he'll always look like. It's basically a reminder, you know, a reminder that he doesn't like. That he's still not there. And he still has to work really hard in order to get to this point and stay in it. Also, that scene between Hitsugaya and Byakuya, when he's like, oh, your kindness was seen through. And Byakuya is like, I meant for them to see it. That's such just a nice moment between these two. But yeah, that's such big growth from Byakuya that he's able to be self-aware of it, and that he actually admits it out loud. Because our Rancor Byakuya would not have spelled it out like that. He'd still try to be a tsundere. But no, he's like, yeah, of course. I care about them. I care about Ichigo. I want them to be together. I know how much they mean to each other. And yeah, interesting exchange there with the whole... I don't know if you attended the Spiritual Arts Academy, but I never learned at the academy to fight for superiors or family. Soul Reapers must die to protect their friends and humans. Although we are companions of Kurosaki, they are Ichigo Kurosaki's friends, right? So going to Kurosaki was the right thing. And it's like... I do believe what Hitsugaya is saying, but I feel like that's something that, that's Hitsugaya's own interpretation of the teachings, and I think it really works for his character, and for Byakuya's growth to agree with that, and relate it to the duty of Soul Reapers, and how that's, being changed by Ichigo. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this here. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, or leave a comment down below. But yeah, until next time, see ya.